Hey everyone, welcome to another match of Vadrok Domain Zoo, playing against UB Mill. Deck tech was posted this morning. There's a link in the description of this video, of course, if you want to check out that deck tech to see what this deck is all about. But we're just having fun playing creatures, swinging sideways and dealing loads and loads of damage. This is going to be match 1 of 5. Don't know what order he'll be going up in today. So we're going to start with our Ragavan there. And we're going to swing in here, of course. Now I'm going to get rid of that crab either way. I don't want to give them the opportunity to chump block with it. Might as well get some value. Obviously I kept this hand. Pretty greedy hand, but I kept it because, well, there was Ragavan. I took a chance there. Lucky for me. Got rid of an archival trap, which is always good. There goes Ragavan. It's all good. Draw another land, which is perfect. My guess is I go for Shardless Agent here. Let's see. Or do I want to solidify all of my colors first? Okay. So that's what I thought. Shardless Agent it is. Basically any hit is a good hit here. That's fine. Ragavan it is. I'll take it. Could use more mana advantage here. Or card advantage in general. So let's see what our opponent has here. If it's just milling, then I'm okay for now. Blah blah blah. Typical mill. There goes our Ragavan. No problem here. So ideally this goes to the face, but we have no choice here. We need to slow down our opponent's mill. Or our opponent's milling. That's the best way to do it. End of turn, I'll probably fetch for a Triome, is my guess. Yeah, before any... yeah, there we go. So I get my Triome there, just to kind of solidify my 5 colors before it gets milled away. Hopefully I draw another land here, that would be great. I don't. Probably go for Shardless, yeah. So let's see what we stumble into. It's always nice, because usually you're playing Shardless Agent, you know you're going for your double rhinos, but here, no, not necessarily. Here we got a Lightning Helix, which is great. I mean, we don't need the life, but we can, again, slow their roll. Oh, okay, they're going to counterspell it. Well, okay, that's fine, I suppose. No profitable attack here. So now they're going to play this game where they're just going to keep playing that land. Oh, now they have 2 crabs. Great. Yeah, so we probably lost this one. Probably lost this one here. I mean, Tribal Flames is great, but the fact that they're 0/3s is just so frustrating. And they have drawn in the lock. Okay. We've kind of been short on mana here as well throughout the game, and we've been milled a lot of our lands. So this is game over. Yeah, conceding is probably the smart thing to do. Let's just go on to game 2. So Cindervines could come in handy here. I don't know if I do it, but I would bring in Rest in Peace as well. Okay, so I don't. But I think Rest in Peace actually might be pretty good tech against Mill, because they have a lot of cantrips that require, you know, cards in the graveyard. And if they're, you know, if you don't have enough cards in the graveyard, well, they're not that good. But we'll see. We do not have a turn 2 Scion here, but this is definitely not a hand you want to pitch away. So you see I don't play a turn 1 Rag. I'm going to go for a Triome here. And I can just dash Ragavan this turn. Well, next turn, I should say. Okay, I'm prioritizing taking out that crab. Cool. Fair enough. And there you go. I saved myself some milling. All right. We got the orb. The orb is there. We do have Cinder Vines for it, so we have an answer. Not too concerned at the moment. Again, we're kind of getting short on lands here, which is a bit frustrating because we do play a decent amount. But luckily Ragavan will give us some help. I don't think it's worth wasting our money for that. Or, sorry, our money. Well, I guess it is our money, huh? That's a slip of the tongue there. It's not worth wasting our mana. I guess mana is kind of like money. So getting rid of that crab was really important. Okay, they're going to target our Shardless Agent. That's fine. It's perfectly fine. Our Shardless Agent is not a big deal. I wouldn't say there's a single creature that is pivotal to this deck. Although, I mean, Sign of Draco is pretty darn good. And Territorial Kavu as well, pretty darn good. Shardless Agent is kind of lower on that list. But it is what it is. Alright, build some more. Still no lands, that's just brutal. But yeah, we're gonna dash again here. Just dash again. Assuming it doesn't get countered. Oh, okay, maybe it might get countered here. Sure. Alrighty, well, maybe next turn we'll draw land. You could see here, though, the effects of getting rid of that crab early on. Alright, so a land would be sweet. Of course, unless we... Oh, we just got one. Okay, Wooded Foothills. Finally. Finally. I think this is where I would go for a breeding pool. Almost certainly. Yeah. So I could also play Scion of Draco. And we can play our Cinder Vines as well. I'm kind of baiting the Cinder Vines. See if they have an answer for it. Okay, that was weird. Cool, well, now I'm going to try and resolve a Scion. For 2 mana. It's beautiful. It resolves. Good. I don't think I have enough cards in my graveyard yet for Drown the Lock to work there anyway, so... So now our opponent's going to have to play some non-creature spells, I'm assuming, and start dinging themselves for it, which is perfectly fine by me. If I were them, I would use that Field of Ruin immediately. Oh, they did not use it. Alright, well, it's their loss. So I have a few options here. I could crack it, and I think this is probably a good time. Unless I just want to be super... putting on a lot of pressure. Let's see if that's what I'm doing. Okay, well, I mean, I could crack Cinder Vines at any time, so there's no rush. So, if I remember correctly, Mantis Rider will get Hexproof and First Strike. Well, why not? If they didn't counter it, they can't remove it. Sure. Yeah, you got me there. You got me there. But I am going to deal some decent damage here, so. So yeah, the thing here is I don't want to get rid of Cindervines just yet. Let them get hit by their Mesmeric Orb, and then I could crack Cindervines, you know, end up their turn. So that's what I will do. They're actually one card less in library than me, so Mill's not doing too good here. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, it was GG. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to be putting Rest in Peace in, but I still think I should. But whatever, it is what it is. This is a decent hand. That's a turn 2 Scion. Alright, Profane Memento is perfectly fine by me. I deal plenty of damage. Yeah, so... Actually, that wasn't a turn 2 Scion because the Arid Mesa would not allow me to get a Breeding Pool. Although in theory I could use Arid Mesa to go get Ketria Triome, and then the other Arid Mesa to get Godless Shrine. So yeah, that would have still been a turn 2. But whatever. Sure. Bunch of cards in my graveyard. I mean, really can't do much here. I'm very happy for you. Now the question is, do I prioritize getting rid of the crab? I think I do. I just have to. It's just, yeah, it's just a brutal card. With the fetches, and it's just brutal. I'll bide my time. So no crab, that's great. This is great news. Happy to see it. So I think I'm going to play Ragavan here. See if they counter it. Yeah, I'm totally baiting Ragavan. They don't. Alright, well, it is what it is. Yeah, I have everything I need, but whatever. Stomping Ground would make sense. So Ragavan now has First Strike, which is hilarious. Not that it would matter against Mill, but still. No crab would be wonderful. Even if they do get a crab, though, we do have plenty of removal in our hand. Yep, that's good for me. I mean, I have no idea what's in their hand right now, but don't really care. Let's see what I get. Okay, nothing. Land. Happy with that. Now I could deal a ton of damage, or I could just play Shardless Agent. I think pressure is key here, and we're always going to be getting milled, so the faster we get a card, the better. And we do have the treasure token to use Lightning Bolt if we need to. You really see the effects of not having a crab on the battlefield here. We do run 12 removal in the main, so that's kind of really good, well positioned against Mill. Because with those crabs on the battlefield, it's just a huge engine. Mill engine, I should say. Surgically extracting our Mantis Rider. Cool. Again, I mean, I really don't care. I'm sure they saw my hand now. I would be scared too if I saw my hand. I mean, I guess you gotta do something, right? So let's start hitting face hard here. Another Tribal Flames is beautiful. Just beautiful. So I'm going to hit him hard. And actually we GG this turn, assuming they don't stop us. Okay, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, it's a GG. Because we've got Tribal Flames number 1. And Tribal Flames number 2. And honestly, even if they counter this, they can't do much. Alright. In for the kill. That was sweet. Well, there you go. I told you this deck is all about pressure, pressure, pressure. And you saw our opponent was essentially always back on their heels. They got us on game 1, but we just didn't, we actually just drew short on lands. Actually, most of these matches were just a little unfortunate, but still, once we were able to, put in our pressure plan and maintain it, our opponents just really had no choice, and they had no chance at the end of the day. So let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this match. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content in general, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, share my content on social media, watch it start to finish like you're doing right now. I say all this stuff all the time, but I really do mean it. It really goes a long way, and it really does help. So thank you. If you want to go a step further and support me on Patreon, check out the Patreon link in the description of this video. Check out all the Patreon rewards. There's a video on my Patreon page that describes the Patreon rewards program. Check it out. It's a really generous program where you essentially get all your money back and more, guaranteed almost. So it's not a lie. Just check it out. Thanks, and have a good one.